Hey, what's up friends? It is Jason and I am excited because today I'm going to talk to you all about EcoFlow's newest version of their heater air conditioner that's completely wireless, it's completely off-grid, it's battery powered, and it's going to change the way you can think about camping. I'm going to show you how I'm actually using it off-grid right now in this tent behind me, and we're going to talk all about it. So stick around. This is the Wave 3 and this is why we like it. Why we like it is a channel about stuff we like. Hey, if you don't like it, that's okay, move along. But if you like it, subscribe. What do you think about when you think about camping? For me, I think of adventure, hanging outside with friends, enjoying nature, and just making memories. But if camping is your lifestyle, you can quickly realize you need some creature comforts as well, like power. Or if you're camping in warmer or cooler seasons, air conditioning and heating. And this is how I originally found out about EcoFlow's Wave series heater air conditioner. The Wave gives me the ability to heat or cool my rooftop tent or ground tent no matter what season we're camping in. EcoFlow has just released their most powerful version of the portable heater air conditioner, the Wave 3. If you're familiar with the Wave 2, you realize the design and size of the Wave 3 are very similar. The casing on the Wave 3, instead of being painted like the Wave 2, it's a darker gray plastic, which I like because as much as we move the air conditioner around, that paint can get scratched up. So this is a nice touch. To stay organized around camp, I use FrontRunner Wolfpack Pro boxes, and I have one that's labeled just for lights, cords, and HVAC. This is where I keep the exhaust ducting, the drain pipe, and the adapters for the Wave 3, along with its plug, some power cables, and two XD 150 5mm cables. The Wave 3 comes with two accordion-style air ducts, but this time they're made out of aluminum, so they're insulated, compared to the previous version, which was plastic. And just like before, you get three adapters for multiple use situations, either inside of the space you're trying to cool or heat, or outside the space. Plus the GFCI protected 110 AC cord, and an updated version of the drain hose. So when you're using the unit inside, this is how the ducts and the attachments look. Now on the Wave 2, one of the challenges I had was there was no intake return adapter when I was using the unit outside my rooftop tent. So I had to get creative and use a 3D printed version. But EcoFlow listens to its users, and in the Wave 3, they've redesigned it so that the back adapter can be swapped out and used on the front as an intake adapter. One of my must-have accessories from EcoFlow is the Wave series carry bag. Now I can use this for the Wave 2 or the Wave 3, and inside I carry this window foam, and I also carry two clear tarps, so if I'm ever out camping in a heavy rainstorm. Behind your power adapter door, you're going to find two plugs, one for your 110 plug, and the other is for the XT 150 EcoFlow plug. There's also a place on the side where you can clip one of these cord winders so that you can store your cord easily. Now there's been several new changes around the draining system as well, including the one-touch function where you can drain the unit with a push of a button on the front of the unit or from the app itself. The tip of the drain hose is made out of a firm rubber material instead of that hard plastic from the previous version, and the hose itself is now a rubber flexible hose instead of plastic. And of course, the Wave 3's additional battery has had some updates too, starting with the battery chemistry change to LFP, which is lithium ferrophosphate. This now gives you a cycle life of 80% capacity at 4,000 cycles, compared to the last battery that gave you 80% capacity at 800 cycles. You also see the XT60 interface, which supports charging from solar and from the included 12-volt plug. Or you could use the XT150 interface to charge from the alternator charger, or 110 power directly from the Wave itself. And if you need to charge your phone or your drone battery, you have USB-C ports right on the front. EcoFlow is designed these systems with compatibility in mind. You can actually use the Wave 2 on the Wave 3 battery if you wanted. A quick disclaimer, the flickering you see on the LED screen is only from the camera I'm using and how bright it is out. The Wave 3 now has 5 settings. You can see them here: auto, air conditioning, heat, fan, and dehumidifier. I also have max, sleep mode, and eco buttons right on the top. I can control my temperature setting up and down, and the fan setting in 5 increments from full to minimum. You also have your one-touch drain button right on the front, so when you're finished using the unit and you're ready to put it away, you can make sure that that tank is completely empty. All around, the Wave 3 is more powerful than the Wave 2, with a cooling capacity of 6,100 BTUs compared to 5,100, and a heating capacity of 6,800 BTUs compared to 6,100. Now I want to show you how you can use the Wave inside or outside of a tent. Your favorite tent may already have a heat or air conditioner pass-through built in. If it doesn't, that's okay. On this Gazelle, the floor comes off with Velcro, and I can open it up and on one side duct the conditioned air in, and on the other, the conditioned air return back out. In a situation like this, I'm going to use something like binder clips or maybe some tape just to seal up that extra bit of gap. Another solution, if you're using your Wave outside of your tent, is a foam insert like this. This is how I use it in a rooftop tent. I run the ducts through a window or a door on the tent where I can then tighten up the zippers around the ducting and the foam insert. Position the ducts away from each other so air can circulate around the tent. If you have room inside your tent, an even better solution is to put the Wave inside with you. Here you can see that I have vented the exhaust and the intake of the air conditioner out of the tent through a window that has mesh in it. Same principle of just zipping it up inside of the actual window itself. I finish up by running the condensation tube out the bottom of the tent and plugging it into the back of the Wave. Everything will be powered by the Delta 2 Max and the extension battery. Let me show you some of the new settings right in the app. On the lower controls, you'll find pet care mode along with a shutoff timer. Then, moving up on the left, you'll find the energy flow, how much power is actually being used and where it's coming from. As long as the unit is in standby mode, it will monitor the interior temperature and humidity. In the upper right, we have our power button. In the center of the app, we have the controls to adjust our target temperature. Your mode selection is to the left below the fan setting. And you can see once you've selected a new mode, the unit itself will have an ambient light that will show you which mode that you've selected. Here you see heat mode. Next is fan mode. A new mode is dehumidification mode. This is used in humid areas where the dehumidification mode can help lower moisture levels and maintain the humidity inside of your space. Now another new function is automatic mode. So if you're in an area that has really high day and night temperature fluctuations, you can put it on auto for a consistent temperature that intelligently adjusts the cooling and the heating to maintain a constant environment at that present level. Okay, I wanted to end my video with just a quick walk around camp and tell you what's been going on the last couple days here. The weather's been awesome. Today, it was like 95 degrees in the tent. So there's a little bit of time I was in there. I just turned the AC on just to blow on me and cool down. felt great. Today it was like mid 80s, higher 80s. But last night it was 40 degrees overnight. It was 70 during the day, but it got down to like 42 last night. And I woke up like, why is it so cold in here? And I looked at my phone and it was 42 degrees. So of course I kicked the heat on and it just felt awesome. Right now I have the air going, and I'll probably just have the air going all night because it's gonna be about 68 tonight. So yeah, anyway, got the glacier. It's been doing great the whole time. Got the campfire going, so once we're done, we got to do a couple s'mores before bed. Here's my little cook area, and if you don't already have one of these, get one of these. This is the EcoFlow Light, and I actually keep a couple of these, but I always keep one right here in the kitchen box so that it lights up when I'm kind of cooking and doing whatever I need to do. But anyways, yeah, so let's get inside the tent, and let me turn the lights up a little bit here. Hold up. All right, here we go. All right, good. Let's get in here. Ooh, nice and bright for the video. Tried to do this earlier and it was way too dark. Another one of the EcoFlow camp lights. Get one of these. You're gonna thank me for it later. Okay. Here we go, right next to the bed, Wave 3. It's been working great the whole time. Here you can see I just have it on cool mode, and it's a nice 68 degrees in here, just moving it around. If I get too hot, I can always go ahead and turn the air conditioner on eco mode or whatever, just kind of let it cool down a little bit. You can hear it, right? You can hear this thing running. This is on max, and it's quieter than the Wave 2, but it's moving more air. I can physically feel just a lot of air. So I'm loving this thing. It's been awesome for the weekend, and check it out. Yeah, and obviously hit me up if you got questions. Maybe I can answer them. So I want to say thank you again for watching till the end. Hopefully you've learned something. I know I'm learning more and more as I'm using this. And hey, EcoFlow, thank you so much for making killer products and listening to us, the users. We really appreciate it. And if you're around, let's go make a s'more. I'm just saying, I'm about to get back out to this campfire and then call it a night. So thanks again. Hope you've enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya. This is stuff we like and why we like it. If you're anything like us, we know you're gonna like it too.